The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Hek'ma Harrison, and Newy Scruggs.
Here we are, Players Lounge Thursday, heading into Sunday for NBC Sunday Night Football.
Yes, sir.
Cowboys, Steelers, rivalry, renewed.
Love to see it.
Hek'ma Harrison in the house.
Yes,
Emaw
sir.
is here. The Toledo Rocket, Barry Church
I am in attendance,
the
baby.
building. I am Newy
Pay your
Scruggs.
dues, Barry.
Hey, you do.
You know that ain't happening.
Wishing on the
That
star.
ain't happening.
I'm trying to get Toledo they bread.
4250. Ain't that what? Yeah, I think that's what. 4250.
I'm just trying to understand. When they put you in the hall,
They did put me.
so there was a ceremony, you went up there, so you went back.
Yep, had a little speech and everything.
What?
Yeah, man.
What a
Gave him
video? We gotta get the video.
Man, gave him a little speech. You know,
No.
thank a couple people here and there, but you know, it was a good time. Good time. He'll be right up in there. Nice picture. Had hair in the picture. It was cool.
So at that point, were you still a member of the team here? With the
Oh
Cowboys?
yeah, I was still with the Cow. I think it was 2015. Or, yeah, 2015, I believe.
They celebrated you right away.
Oh,
They ain't
yeah,
even wait.
quick. 5 years later, he's in. He's in, baby. He's in. I love it. Varsity T.
Let's
Hall
go.
of Fame, baby.
Okay. Let's go.
Right. So
Let's go.
this is a beautiful honor right there. They're proud of him. A man is, and he's actually claiming the university on the Sunday Night Football intro.
Yeah,
I
you
sent it to
seen
the other
it.
day.
University of Toledo.
Right.
Yeah, you seen it.
He didn't do the Scandrick.
Look, that's School of Hard Knocks.
South Central. What did he say? South Central. I was like, oh, man.
I mean,
They gonna put Boise State on, man. Come on.
Right. He refused. So he claimed him.
What to do?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
And my man, you couldn't even leave it. I didn't say like do a Barry Church endowed scholarship, which should have happened. Because you get 5 years to endow one, by the way. You didn't do that. You just did. My man didn't even leave a check for the booster club.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's
Thank
coming,
you, Heck.
dog.
It's coming,
It's coming,
man. It's
man.
coming. I just got to
We've
figure
been-
out who to get it to. You know what I mean? That's what I got to do. I got to figure out
Trump hands.
We've been doing this
needs to
show.
get
We've been doing this show how many years? Half decade now,
It's been a
something like
while.
that.
What kind of what did Trump say about his plan? It's a what? Not an outline of a plan. What is it?
Concept. Concept.
He got
We've been-
concepts.
concepts. I got to figure out.
Jason Garrett was coaching when we were doing this show.
They switched
Okay.
ADs.
Come on,
I got to
man.
figure out, who gets what.
That's
you know what I
beautiful.
mean? So I'm,
Okay,
it's
Mike
almost
McCarthy's
there.
on
That's
year
beautiful.
5, so
It's
we've been
almost
doing this show since Garrett was his. It's 6 years. And
It's almost
beautiful.
there, man.
He
You gonna get
still
it,
had-
Toledo.
I love it.
Toledo, you gonna
you
get
ain't
it,
even,
baby.
I mean, you could even do the Sally Struthers, just 30 cents a month or something like.
I got
and
y'all.
If you did that over time, you'd have been. Yeah,
I got
man.
y'all, man. I got y'all.
Okay.
I got y'all.
Okay.
This is got to figure
Not
it
the
out.
Sally
The concept's
Struthers.
almost there. It's,
Wow.
concept's almost there.
All right, I'm gonna throw us a curveball. I'm just watching. I don't watch First Take, but it's on behind us. And there's Stephen A. and the headline says, "Is it a mistake for the Cowboys not to pursue Adams?" This is why I don't watch these shows, guys.
No.
I mean, right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming, we're smart enough to understand. There's no way in the world that
Can't
you can
do it.
pay C.D. Lamb over $30 million, and you go bring in Devontae Adams, and
Can't
you're paying over $30 million, and you got Micah Parsons on deck, and you know he's going to want $30 million.
At least.
Where does it make any sense at all?
None.
And I'd like to think, I'm not going to say think, I know Stephen A. is a smart guy, okay? Forget all the theatrics that he puts in there. He's a smart individual.
Yes, sir.
He has access to the salary cap. He's got access to go to Spotrac, anything, and just see that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Math ain't mathing.
The math ain't math.
It ain't mathing.
Nobody's paying $60 million to 2 wide receivers.
Can't do it.
You can't do it with a superstar defensive player that's coming up. Why? And this whole mistake. And then, oh, by the way, it's going to cost you a draft pick, a high one. Either a first day or second day pick. So you're either giving up a 1 or they're asking for a 2. Maybe,
makes sense.
or maybe a couple 3s.
Yeah.
So you do that now, the ability to bring in cheap talent and have it under contract for first-round pick, 5 years, like a Tyler Smith, who's on rookie contract, or a second-round pick, like a Deron Bland. You're eliminating this kind of thing because the second-round pick is going to be 4 years, first-round pick 5 years. Yeah. That's why I just see they are dedicating time, and it's like you people out there are being fooled by this analysis.
People think you one player. You're not one player away. You're just not. I mean, I can keep it a bean with y'all. You're not just one guy away from, if we get this guy, we're going to the next level. It's all year. That's just not going to happen. It's not reality. So why would you hamstring your team like that? Future picks, all that, out the window for a guy that who knows what you're not going to have next year. You're not going to have next year. So to me, it's just, it's clicks.
Right. And heck, you saw the headline that said missing piece.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, come on, man. For real, man. It's the futility in that whole argument. Nobody's going to, they got to come up with topics every day, and that's one of the ones that people have been talking about. Davante Adams is obviously a still very good wide receiver. And if, let's just say, if CeeDee Lamb was, I don't know, year 2 of his career, maybe you could entertain that the way that you would. I don't know. Look, I just think that in the position that the Cowboys are in right now, paying Dak and also paying CD, I don't want to hear that. If I'm CD, I don't want to hear that.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear that. If I'm CD Lamb, I don't want to hear you talking about Davante Adams. I worked my butt off all these years to be the number 1 wide receiver in the league, to be considered the top echelon. No, find me Tito. Find me Randy, find Marlon. Bring me some backup singers. Give me some guys in here that look, man, when y'all have already targeted me 15 times and it's a second and long, a guy that can move the chains with me, a guy that can help me get this double team off me. Oh, by the way, why don't we get a running back that can also take the ball on first down and do more with it than pick up 2 yards at a time? Right. I got a better idea.
What's that?
Why don't you give me a 3 technique that can get some stops at the defensive line so that the offense isn't taking up all the time of possession away from us? That's what we opened up talking about, is teams having time of possession on the Cowboys. So there's so many different things, and I think as Cowboy fans, you're 2-2 right now, and you just won against the Giants. I don't care if it wasn't the aesthetics of the win. A win is a win, and you're 2-2. There are a lot of teams that wish that they were 2-2 at this point, but this sky is falling. The Cowboys need this guy or that guy. No, you need more than that.
Just that one guy.
And you need your stars to actually not just get the props on the outside. Like, go out there on the field and show everybody who you are. I mean, you got some first-round draft picks that ain't Mozzie, you got third-round draft picks. Osa, you got second round. You got some guys out here that need to prove why they were picked where they were.
And so this is really just a public service announcement from the boys here at the Players Club.
The Negros.
The Players Lounge that don't watch this stuff, or if you do watch it or consume it, know that it's just not realistic, man. I mean, honestly, these are lies that they're putting out here. They're not pursuing it. The team's not there. Oh, come on. But it doesn't make any sense. That's the thing that I don't understand, is you put out something that financially doesn't make any sense, and all you do, if you follow the team and you realize what they're trying to do, the biggest thing they are doing is, we know Micah Parsons has to be paid, and they want to retain Micah Parsons.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely.
That's what it comes down to.
That is the focus of this team. And
but you know what? Nobody would love a disaster more than Stephen A. At least hypothetically, that absolutely did happen, and he came in here and the Cowboys still didn't fix the run, and then you went on a losing skid, and literally all went to hell in the handbasket. Oh man, he would love every minute of that. So
it's clickbait TV, because you know what they don't want to do? They don't want to do a segment on the Miami Dolphins and how that thing is all falling.
Hello.
That's facts. What's going on? Or do a segment on what happened to the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's a team that was had the ball, could have gone down the field and won a Super Bowl a couple years ago, and now you're looking at here's Jamar Chase, unsigned, unhappy. Yeah. Joe Burrow, you'd invested a whole lot of money in Joe. He's not living up to it. Or your boys down in Duval. When's somebody going to talk about Sunshine?
Have they won the game yet?
No. No, brother, no. Sunshine got $55 million.
Hey, nobody said nothing.
Right. You questioning Dak every week. Can we look at Trevor Lawrence? No. Have you seen a guy that's taking a bag that much who's delivering so little?
So little.
So little. My stupid self picked Jacksonville to make the Super Bowl last year. I thought they were on the ride.
Hate to see it.
My man, hey, you talk about hot seat. Peterson is on the hot seat too, and I mean, you bring up Miami, which would be a perfect example of a team that overpaid wide receivers and really don't have anywhere else to go, and also, by the way, paid their quarterback too. So that's a disaster.
Heck, stay right there. Not only paid your quarterback. Is your quarterback going to play again?
Yeah.
And do you, so you're talking about offseason, as they go into the offseason, what do they do in terms of that position?
Oh, you know what they do. It's the shadur. Yeah. What do you do?
I mean, you know, is Coach
you know what you do.
Is Coach Soul okay?
Yeah.
Do you still? I mean, but I'm just thinking, where are there more legitimate, real storylines where there's real stuff going on?
That's not sexy.
That's why
it ain't the star.
It ain't the star. It ain't sexy.
You know what? You're right. You're right. One of my
nobody want to hear about
one of my buddies, Mike Hill, when he worked up there, I called him one day, and it was way back when T.O. was here. It was like 3 days later, after something had been squashed about Terrell, they were talking. I said, Mike, why? And he's like, oh, we go to the show meetings at every meet. He said, it's Cowboys in every show. I said, really? Even when it's something that's, made, he's like, hey, man, they want it. So, Hek'ma, it's there. That's what I say. This is false television. And I'm sure you get it, and you get it, where your friends, your Cowboy friends, that call you and ask you about, really?
No,
I don't even entertain the conversation.
We gotta get him.
Is that how you treat him?
Because I can't come in here with you. Yeah, let's get Devontae.
Not the evil laugh.
I ain't gonna go through that with this man. I am not going through that. Not today.
Not on duty, huh?
Not on duty, dog. You're not gonna put that in my mind, B. Not gonna happen.
But say I can't do it.
I can't do it. I can't even entertain. I don't even want to hear that perspective because I know in a general football sense that makes absolutely no sense. You can't do it. And I don't care what the salary cap is going to be raised to. Can't do it.
I love you, man.
I love you too, dog.
Man. I don't do it.
God knows that I've been hanging around Clarence too long.
It's all good, man.
The evil laugh is.
I got your ass.
Gotcha.
Still not Clarence. Clarence got the evil laugh. Clarence has the evil laugh. Clarence Hill of All City, Dallas, he's got the evil laugh. But, all right, let's hit our first break up here. Let's talk about just some of these matchups as the Cowboys and Steelers get ready to get down here. I'm sorry I got distracted because I just see it up there. It's so frustrating. It is so frustrating because I get the calls and the text. I'm like, stop it. How many times I got to tell you? This is not believable television.
You just gotta look. Oh, it's not possible.
Right.
It's not possible. Boom.
That's where I'm just trying. Guys, yeah. Who has two $60 million receivers?
Nobody.
I mean, two $30 million. $60 million.
Quarterback getting 60.
Hey,
you gonna have four players on your squad.
We don't have. Not only do we not have the money, we got two players that we making one. We just call them the Jalens. We don't. We don't even separate them. The Jalens. What you talking about? We like the Jalens.
Hek'ma Harrison is here. Barry Church is here. I'm Newy Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Hey Cowboy fans, I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. But lately, I've been learning a new game, crypto. Sound confusing? Don't worry, even us pros were rookies in crypto once. That's why I trust blockchain.com. They make crypto easy. No confusing jargon, just the tools to help you win.
Prescott keeps it, slides with a first down.
Invest like your icons, where everyone is a rookie in crypto with blockchain.com.
Perfect throw, my goodness. Wow, did he ever thread the needle?
Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys to get started.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Are you the 2024 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year? The Dallas Cowboys and Captain Morgan are celebrating extraordinary, inspiring, and original fans. Nominate yourself or the biggest Cowboys fan you know for a chance to be named the 2024 Fan of the Year and win prizes, including a trip to Super Bowl 59. Visit DallasCowboys.com/Fan of the Year. Go Cowboys! Back to the Players Lounge.
This segment is brought to you by Yeti, the official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
Thank you, Hek'ma Harrison.
Yeah.
Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming, Barry Church,
Yes,
and
sir.
Newy Scruggs. We are now deep in the conversation about some of the matchups here in the Steelers-Cowboys rivalry. J.J. Watt.
TJ. His brother.
JJ's little brother.
The baby.
I was going to ask the question. Is who's the better one? Was it JJ or TJ, in your opinion?
In the primes?
I mean, just as a player right now.
Well,
just when you're looking at the career, these two guys, who's the better player?
That's tough, but
TJ.
You going with TJ?
I'm going with TJ.
You going with TJ?
TJ is the boy, the master of disaster. He is. And look, I've seen JJ completely take over games in his prime also, but TJ Watt is like, he's put like a man possessed. He is, as he goes, Pittsburgh goes, and it ain't even close. When he's on his thing, even with the other guys out, I mean, TJ, and it's hard for me to see, you know how much I love the bazooka. You know how much I love the bazooka. Yeah. But when I sit there, because I watch Steelers football because of my family members, dog, this guy is different. He's got a different speed, he's a different motor. He plays big. They design things for him that I think it works because of his size and in the scheme that they play. That's my opinion.
Nothing against TJ, because TJ's a dog. Don't get me wrong. He's unbelievable. But we're talking about a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year award winner in J.J. Watt. Someone who not only did it on the outside, you move him inside, he was just as effective. Yeah. I mean, this dude was unbelievable. Not at just sacking the quarterback, stopping the run, forcing fumbles. And by the way, he did it on both sides of the field. True. Offensively, he has multiple touchdowns as a tight end. Yeah. Not only that, he was Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
No, you got a point.
And we're sitting there talking about TJ is great. Don't get me wrong. TJ is an unbelievable player. I should have been, here instead of Taco. But anyways, TJ is unbelievable.
Let him know.
But you talking about a generational player in J.J. Watt.
Some of that also is recency bias too. It is, and that's the argument that you have in basketball. You had that argument in boxing. It's recency bias. I just saw him last year, kicking the door. I just saw it last year. So as you remind me of how bad this man is, and also by the way, he got multiple touchdowns as a tight end. That's a conversation piece to be had.
Him and Aaron Donald.
Hey, look,
he beat out Aaron Donald.
The family reunion be lit.
Oh, you already know. If I'm Derek Watt, though,
how many?
That's
wrong.
Why they have to do me? You got 2 6'5", 6'6" brothers over here. You 5'10" playing fullback.
You made it to the league.
I'd be sick. I ain't gonna lie.
He probably their favorite baby too.
That's fact.
You got to make up for it.
He done a little better than Cooper Manning. He made it to the league.
That's true.
He made it to the league.
That's true.
Made it to the league, so we got to give him that.
I'd be sick.
Might have hung around. I don't know if he hung around and got a pension or not, but So TJ's got how many Defensive Player of the Year awards? No, he's got at least one. Is it one or two?
He won one in 2021. Yeah, I think that was it.
I think he has two.
Yeah, I thought he had two.
I thought he only won one.
Really?
It's at least one. We know he's got at least one in the bag.
Yeah.
So when you said, JJ's 3-time, TJ's he's got at least one, if not two, and that division is also. That's a heck of a division. I don't want to say that JJ was in a weaker division, but we darn sure know
he in the top one.
That AFC North is something, man.
Yeah.
and you out here playing with Lamar Jackson in your division. Joe Burrow and the Bengals made a Super Bowl during TJ's time with the Steelers. I mean, this division ain't no punk division, man.
No,
that's and you're playing outside.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a pretty doggone interesting argument about how do you stack these resumes. Because J.J. Scott, he's got a resume that he's going to be in the discussion for the Hall of Fame.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, you win, and I don't know the exact number, but I'm pretty sure since they've named that award, everybody who has won it has gotten into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Stephon Gilmore's going to be in the conversation.
Heck yeah.
He's still going.
Yeah.
High level.
So I would venture to say JJ's going to be in the conversation, and I expect him to get in.
Yeah.
Little brother is putting up that kind of thing there. So ultimately, back to this what do they do?
Yeah, I mean,
in this matchup.
Yeah, you have to make sure. We talked about it yesterday with Nate. You can't relegate all your attention over there, but as much as you can get Guyton some help, get him some help, and get him some help early. Try and run at him as much as you possibly can. Try, this is one of those defenses that when they got you in the hip pocket, they keep you in the hip pocket, and if you're not scoring any points against that defense, that's when they get an opportunity to put you in their fun house and run a bunch of extra men at you, blitzers, whatever you want to call them. But they have the tendency to do a good job with covering and scheming and hiding their disguises. I think Dak is going to have to play flawless. I've said it before. He's going to have a really great game against them, and undoubtedly you have to get help from somebody else, not named CD or Ferguson. With Cooks even being hurt, you have to get some extra production, and on top of that, you have to make them respect the deep ball. If they don't respect the deep ball at all, then obviously they can bring up a lot of their coverages and play shallow on you and take away some of that quick game that Dak likes to play with.
Yeah, I played with a lot of great pass rushers in my time. DeMarcus Ware, Calais Campbell, all those guys. And from talking to them, what they said, how to not neutralize them, but to make them, think a little bit more was, like you just said, run at them, but also the screen game.
Yes.
When you kind of let those guys in and they think, they got a free rush, and you pop it right behind them a couple times for a screen play, that kind of slows down the process because they might beat a guy and they're thinking in the back of their head, wait a second, is this just a screen? Is this fool's goal once again? So that'll slow them down just a little bit. And I think you have the guys on the opposite side of the football for the Dallas Cowboys to do just that. We talked about Turpin earlier. I feel like Rico Dowdle. And then you also got a guy by the name of Deuce Vaughn who can go out there and be those screen type of guys. But when we talked to Nate yesterday, getting the ball out of his hands quick, the screen game and running directly at those type of guys, they make some plays because TJ Watt is he will be a Hall of Famer eventually. He's going to make some plays, but if you run at him and have that screen game, I think that'll slow his game down just a little bit.
Mike McCarthy talking about rookie cornerback Kalen Carson said, quote, he needs to make a big step today. He's getting better. I don't have a strong feeling either way. He was limited in yesterday's practice.
He was full go today. Like, I seen him out there today at practice. He had pads on. 21 was out there rolling in the team sessions. I saw him getting that release work with Harris out there. So I don't know if that's, a bona fide. He showed what he needs to go to get in that next level because there was no big-time thud up that I saw from him, and that's the shoulder injury. So to me, I saw him out there full go practice. He didn't have like a red don't touch me, jersey on. He had the 21 out there. So I think that's a good sign going into the Steelers game for Carson to get out there and play.
Boy, you need something. You need something out of this cornerback room.
You got to.
We had a guy last week. Neither one of us knew the name of the guy that was out there.
Butcher it
Who is he?
27.
Who he is?
Yeah, and it's cool because he came in, he got an interception.
Play better than Booth.
Play
better. I'll tell you that much right. Play better than Booth.
My man Booth. He's
got to keep it a bean, Heck.
No,
come on.
That's different. I mean, he got burnt on that one route, and I want Kalen Carson. We need you for another game, man, until we can get our guy back because right now we've missed him.
Man.
That is a big absence in that secondary. When you have an All-Pro that's missing, that's had such an impact.
Yeah.
It's funny you're saying we're in the locker room before people approach him. You can hear people, how do you pronounce the name? How do you do it?
How do you pronounce it?
And you know what I say, young man,
Come on.
You got that interception, young man.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about that?
That's how I talk to people on the golf. I don't know you and I'm playing golf. Hey, big dog. Hey,
Big dog.
That's a heck of a
Big
putt right
dog.
there, big
My
dog.
man.
Hey, big dog.
So, young man, my man.
Chris Beam, help us out, man.
Big
Chris,
dog. Hi, Chris, you know how to pronounce his name?
Young bull.
Young Bull.
Young bro.
The young
bull,
stud
young
out
bro.
there, man. He's doing his thing.
2-7. There it is.
Two
We'll
seven.
go with that on the show.
2-7.
Right.
Hurry
So-
up, Bland. Get back.
So yeah, that's
seven.
you don't know. It's like trying to figure out how you, young man, boy, you got it done. You got that pick.
Yeah.
Diggs was just raving about it. You don't even use the name. You just start referencing it. Micah was talking you on up there. Had to feel young rook. So
Yo, there it is.
No, we need him, man, and especially we talked.
2-7?
Yeah, no. We need Bland back.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
we need Bland back to kind of settle what we hadn't been able to see Bland and Diggs together in so long. I mean, we don't even know how effective these two guys could be. You just know that it's two all pros playing together. You know, and I can't wait to get that combination back. But you talk about this game, the Steelers have a wide receiver that could truly victimize your secondary. I mean, he's a big guy. I wouldn't call him a burner, but he definitely is one of those guys. Even if you try and double team him, he has such a catch radius that he can hog you.
You talking about Pickens, right?
Yes.
Well, let me ask y'all this question then. Is the better matchup for this game? I know we're going against Fields, but would you rather see Fields in this situation than a dangerous out there, Russell? Let's ride. Because, I mean, Russell, he could throw the deep ball. That's one thing. He can expose the secondary, but he ain't going to do much other than that. So would y'all rather see Russ in this situation or Fields? I know we're going to play Fields, but
yeah,
I don't know.
I think the only thing that worries me about Fields is the design runs that Smith puts him in.
Yeah.
And we know that this defense is going to struggle against the run anyway, and especially when you can load up on those read option plays on those boots, and he's one-on-one with the guy. You know, I think those are things that we've seen early in the season where our defense has struggled, and I don't want to compare him to Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, ain't nothing.
Because Lamar Jackson is special, and you know it when you see it, but Justin Fields ain't but that far off from that kind of speed. And so those are the things that I worry about. We haven't been able to keep contained on this defense. And when you can't do that and you allow guys like Justin Fields to let his athletic ability flourish, that's where you get into some deep water. But hell yeah, I would have much rather Russ. Yeah, yes.
Justin Fields gives me the thought process of Joshua Dobbs. When the Cowboys had to deal with him in Tennessee one year, the next year Arizona, and he ended up beating them last year. Just you take a little sleep, and next thing you know, man, he's got you. Russ is not gonna do that anymore, and not to be keeping it real. Russ is like Zeke. You know, 2016 Russ, 2016 Zeke they're not the same.
Yeah, that's true.
Father Time has caught up with them, and that's just the nature of football.
Right.
The best football is gone, and if you really think about it, there's a reason that not only did they get Russ, but they went out and got Fields too. They had question marks about him in Pittsburgh, and it's not like Russ came out there just took this job. They were in competition, and he got injured, and so. You know, and nobody's sitting right. Hey man, we're about to get Russ back.
Yeah.
No, heck no.
You don't hear that
You're
at
not-
all.
you're
No.
You don't hear that at all.
You're not hearing that at all. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, you on the team? Yeah, let's ride.
That's right.
All right, Russ.
But that's and another worry with Fields is third down. Third down is a concern of mine because if this defense is out there for longer than they need to and they can't get off the field, we've seen some third and longs get converted against this defense, and that's what I think the danger is with a guy like Fields. They like to line up in that pistol formation, and you know the defense is going to be reading off what everything that Najee does. You lose contain, you lose a guy like that. He's able to keep third down going, and we've seen, man, when these defenses have been at their worst, is when they can't get off the field on third down.
All right, so I've been saving this one. I didn't put it in the notes.
Okay. Oh.
A little surprise, a little splash.
Next segment. I want to know what the household will be for this game for you, Hek'ma, because you got Uncle Joe Green. So how your game watching will be, and Barry Church, you're from Pittsburgh.
From the bird.
What will your game watching be? Let's get a perspective from
The bird.
two men who have a clear understanding of Pittsburgh versus the Cowboys. We'll do that next, right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey, Danny McCray here for Smoothie King. You know every great workout deserves a great reward. So treat yourself right with new coconut smoothie bowls. Made with real fruit, crunchy, purely Elizabeth granola, creamy coconut, and topped with the chocolate hazelnut or honey drizzle. With 2 new flavors, it's perfect for you and the workout buddy. So you both can stay on track even after you leave the track. Scoop up new coconut smoothie bowls only at Smoothie King, the official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey y'all, Matt Pittman of Meat Church here. With football season kicking off, I'm already gearing up to bring the smoker back to AT&T Stadium for some epic tailgates. But with that Texas heat, it's crucial to keep my beer hand cramping cold. That's where Yeti's insulated Colster can cooler comes in clutch. This year, you can even get them with the iconic star engraved on the side. Licensed Yeti Cowboys gear is now available at Stadium Pro Shops, concessions, and on Yeti.com. Check it out today. Yeti, official cooler and drinkware of the Dallas Cowboys.
To kick off the 2024 NFL season, Boss teamed up with the Cowboys and Micah Parsons to launch an iconic apparel collection. The Boss Cowboys collection unites football and fashion while reflecting what it truly means to be a boss. Arriving just in time for the start of the season, the distinctive attire from the latest Boss Cowboys expansion offers sports aficionados and true bosses the chance to show their team spirit and style. Get yours today at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, HugoBoss.com, and Boss retail stores. # be your own boss.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1. Any broadcast without the express addition of cooked-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12. No crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable Cane sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31. Anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Cane's rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Celebrate the best of autumn season with Wrangler Fall Fest at the Star in Frisco. Join us on Saturday, October 19th for a day full of fall fun for the entire family. Enjoy live music, country music, hang out in the beer garden, and compete in the Western-inspired games. Plus, capture fall photo ops, savor seasonal bites, and enjoy Wrangler shopping. Admission and parking is free. Visit thestardistrict.com for more information.
Hek'ma Harrison, appreciate the read. We are in the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming. Got Barry Church here, former Cowboy safety. I'm Newy Scruggs. All right, so Cowboys Steelers, Sunday Night Football on NBC. The ratings are going to be off the chain.
Yeah.
Two historic franchises, two teams that are, right in the mix of people love watching these clubs. Okay, they got massive fans, not just here in America, but across the world.
Yeah.
Okay? These are two legendary franchises. Hek'ma Harrison's uncle is Joe Green, the greatest Pittsburgh Steeler of all time. I'll fight you if you want to tell me anything different. Terry Bradshaw's nice, but go look it up here. Terry was good in Super Bowl 13 and 14, but defense set up the Steelers and definitely won Super Bowls 9 and 10. I mean, Terry got knocked out in Super Bowl 10.
But Terry will even tell you that. Exactly.
Ain't that the wildest thing? He'll say,
They put my man to sleep.
Night.
So when he threw the pass, he walked, wrong. He's like, yeah, I was out. Yeah. So, Hek'ma, what will the viewing be like in your home for this game?
So anybody that knows me know that anytime the Cowboys are away, I have my watching traditions. I watch the game in a different room from the rest of the family because I have the remote. I'm always rewinding plays. They hate that, but this is how I'm wired, okay? But somehow my family decided that they're going to throw a watch party for everybody to come to, and all of my family is Super Bowl are Steeler fans.
Okay.
They are Steeler fans 100%. It's just me and my family that are Cowboy fans. So they're inviting us to roast us. That's kind of how I feel.
Okay.
But that's all right. So I'm going to step outside of my comfort zone. I don't feel comfortable about it, but I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go be behind enemy lines with my own family.
Terrible Tile's going to be in there?
Oh, what?
You already know it.
What?
Yeah, okay.
It's still a themed everything. Black and gold everything.
Ooh.
And so
2016, did you have the gathering with the family then or not?
No.
You didn't?
I did not. We watched that separate. They didn't want to watch that. But I made calls, though.
Pick up.
Yeah.
Oh, now you don't want to ask.
Now you don't want to ask.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, like, my Aunt Agnes, bless her soul, man. I'll never forget when we opened AT&T Stadium. She called me. And this is my Uncle Joe's late wife. She calls me and says, "Oh, I'm walking around AT&T Stadium. This is gonna be a nice place for us to go to the Super Bowl." And then they came and played in the Super Bowl. But they lost though. They lost though.
Ooh, brother.
Thank you, Mike.
He's a Pittsburgh native, Mike McCarthy.
Yeah,
he is
only victory against the Steelers. He's 0-4 in the regular season, but the guy got the Super Bowl win. All right, Church, you were a Pittsburgh native.
Yes, indeed. Born and raised, and everybody outside of my immediate family. So, growing up, everybody was a Steelers fan. But then once I came here and became a Cowboy, my mom's dad, sisters, and my grandparents converted to Cowboys. They were like, "Hey, if my grandson's there, my son's there, that's what we gonna rep." But every single individual outside of that, Steelers fans,
friends,
everybody. They let me hear it each and every time I play the Steelers, or the Steelers are doing well. It's, what are them Cowboys doing? What's Jacksonville doing?
You know how they are.
Oh, they went crazy.
Humble brag.
When I did go up there in 2017 and put the brakes on Ben Roethlisberger and all that, took a pick 6 to the crib, everything like that. I let everybody know. I had everybody come down after the game's over. You see your family and all that. Oh, I'm talking some big noise. I mean, I'm putting posters and pictures up on Instagram of what I did to those boys. You couldn't tell me. Then we went back to Pittsburgh that same year and beat them in the playoffs.
What?
I got
you the man.
They couldn't tell me nothing. They couldn't tell me nothing, man. So
Deion said, "Bleed now."
Yeah,
bleed now.
I told y'all.
Yes.
Y'all want this. Y'all don't want this. Should have drafted me. But anyway, yeah, man. It's everybody in my family is just they bleed black and gold for sure, except for the immediate family. Shout out to my grandma, by the way.
Thanks for letting me throw the curveball at you. I thought it was.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, you already knew what it was going to be. That's
I didn't know. I thought, but it's like, and then for the people who follow the show to know that this is not a regular game for you guys. No, this is a right. This is a deep thing. This is a family. This is a family thing. It's
separated.
Right. So
Young Heck too, Cowboys fan.
Oh yeah, he better born in, sworn in. He don't know nothing else.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? I wish he would.
Came out there with
I wish he. But we got a problem though. We got a problem with my daughter. My daughter, she believes because she's a girl, she can have 2 teams. And so her other boys.
What's her other boys?
The Steelers.
Oh, I thought you were
the Steelers.
Okay.
The Steelers are her other boys.
At least they in the AFC though. At least they
but I told her, I said, come Sunday night, you better pick a side, or else you staying over there. You better pick out a room.
Don't let her get a dub.
You better be pulling for the Cowboys if you want to come back home.
Barry, you too young for this question. So,
all right, leave me out. Leave me out of this one.
This is for Hek'ma here. As a Cowboy fan, which loss hurt you more? Super Bowl 13 to the Steelers or the 81 NFC Championship game lost to the 49ers, the catch?
I'm going to go with the 81 catch. I'm going to go with the 81 catch. I was born in 74, so that loss out. Hey, I was still goo goo gaga on the blanket. So that 81 was one that I definitely remember. Just how heartbroken everybody else was about it. So that's why I'm picking that. But I mean, when I hear people talk about the loss, just historically, it was obviously one of those times where when the series, but you also know how successful the Cowboys were in the early 70s, and then the emergence of the dynasty there in the 70s is like nobody really believed. It's one thing to win a Super Bowl, it's another one to repeat, but then it's another one to take down America's team, and it just didn't seem likely. Ooh. That them brothers out of Pittsburgh would be able to take all that down. And they did.
They did just that.
And they did just that.
The most heartbreaking loss, the most damaging loss, I would say, is Super Bowl 13 because of the opportunity to be a back-to-back champion, the first 3-time Super Bowl champion in league history, and to be the team of the 70s. All that was lost. That was heartbreaking. But the biggest game where I just tears, Cowboy, was the 81 NFC Championship game. When the catch happened, that was for those folks around. I remember meeting Dennis Thurman, and he was a defensive back coach at USC, and I was working in LA at the time. And just talking, I was like, man, that game, bro. I had to go to school. I cried. I didn't want to go. I talked so much cash. I just knew for sure this was going to happen because this was they lost in 1980. They lost the NFC Championship game to the Steelers to the Eagles 20-7, and then the Eagles went on and lost Super Bowl 15. And the next year, like, okay, this is it. This it. Mm-hmm. They're gonna get this done. Go to Super Bowl 16, and they would go face the Bengals. About to get these dudes, and I just knew it. And I remember telling Dennis Thurman, he said, "Oh, you cried? You?
You thought it was hard on you.
Yeah.
I said,
it's hard for you to go to school, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks.
My bad. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. And that developed a friendship that continues to this day. So Cowboys, Steelers, Cowboys, Niners. These games mean something. And by the way, they faced the Niners this year going back to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's always surprising to me, in the history of the NFL, how many of those teams have met at the top continuously over and over and over again. Like, the stories write themselves this week. You don't have to put in a lot of work. You just not even Google it. It's just like it's just there for you to just tap into.
Yeah, and it's the amount of the Hall of Famers that you've seen in those games.
Oh,
and that's the other thing. It's like there have been legends that have played in these games. They're just rivalry, man. You saw great players go at it. We do have Thursday night football. Not a lot of great players here. And between Tampa Bay and Atlanta, not a lot of gold jackets.
Don't do Atlanta like that.
Not a lot of gold jackets going to be.
Don't do you like that that.
Ain't a lot of gold jackets in this game.
It's only one probably. Just one probably.
Who?
Mike Evans probably going to slide.
Yes.
Mike Evans gonna
absolutely.
Slide. That's one. That's
put some respect on that man name. Yes.
That's it.
You're right.
That's it.
Okay, he does got a ring.
In Atlanta. Is it in Atlanta or in Tampa?
It's in Atlanta. Tampa thrashed the Eagles last week, so let's go ahead and pick this game.
By the way, Atlanta is favored by 2.5.
Laying seeds. Laying seeds. Chris.
I'm just
laying seeds.
Facts.
Chris.
Atlanta 2.5.
Being taking Tampa.
Yep.
See how you do.
Shake and bake, huh? That's where you going, Heck? You going to shake and bake with this?
Man, I'm having a hard time. Hey, did y'all see the Atlanta New Orleans game last week?
Yeah, I did.
Dog, that last minute drive by Cousins to get.
That's two he done did.
I'm sorry.
That's two.
That kicker from Atlanta has the best name in football.
Cool.
Young Way Cool?
It ain't spelled that way, but I'll let you check it out yourself. I'm not going to get in trouble today, Derek Eagleton. But either way, Young Way Cool. That's the best name in football, bro, period.
My producer looks just like him at Channel 5.
Does he? My man, Young Way.
He's the man.
He is the man.
Victor Wynn
you know
looks
what?
like Young Way Cool.
I'm gonna go because it's Division II and it's at home. I'm gonna go with who's the home team. I'm going with Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm going 30-24.
What you got, BC?
You know what? I like Kinfolk Kirk. I do. But Shake and Bake been balling these past couple games, man.
It's a different defense over there, too, now.
Damn.
All right. I need the separation.
Give me Atlanta. Give me Atlanta. Ooh. Give me Atlanta 28-24, man. Dang, that's a tight one, man. Shake and Bake been balling too.
Thursday night. So I'm not looking for a lot of scoring in this game here. So give me a 19-16 Tampa Bay victory. Todd's defense comes through and they put a little something on there, but I'm just not looking for another.
Man, you had a bad week last week. You got to come back.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just want to put that in your back of your mind. You may want to stay with the pack.
You know what, man? I was gearing up for my emo trip, so.
Okay.
Hey, that boy good, man. Excuses.
Mine was focused.
Hey, man. Here we go again, man.
Justice, mercy. What was the other one?
It's not
Justice,
like
mercy.
Everybody's
Grace.
within one game, so it's not like it's a big spread here.
All good. I'm just trying to help him out.
No. It's just, I'm glad you reminded me. I really hadn't looked. Okay.
All right.
So you know what? This is what we're going to Baker Mayfield.
Shake and Bake.
Ty Bowles.
Shake
you
and Bake.
You guys go ahead believing in Kirk Cousins on prime.
Kinfolk.
I'm going to let you have that.
Kinfolk Kirk.
I'm going with Young Way Cool.
Young Way.
With the game winner.
I got 16, so he's going to kick a few tonight.
I'm going Young Way Cool.
Okay.
Best name of the game, boy. Best name in the game.
Hek'ma gonna eat a bowl of pho while he's sitting here watching.
Yes, sir.
Cool, get his
Young
thing
way
done.
cool, man.
All right, Hek'ma Harrison. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll do
Yes,
all
sir.
Yeti cool customer of tomorrow. So Barry Church, I'm Newy Scruggs for Chris Beam, Joshy, Jazz. Everybody makes it happen here. We'll talk to you high 2 p.m. tomorrow right here on the Players Lounge. Goodbye.
Way cool.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?